Okay, guys, so I am here at Brick City Flames. Now, I have done a review here before, like about a year ago. Vincent Shamar is an amazing owner. He actually lives in the United States, where you're from. America.
Texas?
Well, no, but America. So yeah, Vincent Shamar, shouts out, brother. You were looking on Facebook because, guys, on Facebook, I always talk about the wing crawl, right? And he's like, Cerise, I want in on this review. And it's not about the best wing. It's just about some restaurants that you guys may not know about along Pedro Clisante, also in Sosua, because we all have different tastes. Today we have Thai chili, or chili Thai, and lemon pepper. And I've never tried lemon pepper. So about 4 weeks ago, the second wing crawl, Ryan and I, we went to a place. We don't want to mention the place, right? Ryan's like,
You're too positive.
but the place was it was a German bar, let's just say that.
German bar, and it was a dry experience.
A dry experience.
You needed a lot of barbecue sauce for that place.
And it didn't really have a lot of meat. And I didn't want to do a negative review on them because that's not what this is about, right? Is it?
No.
It's not really. It's about having fun and just eating some good wings and showing you guys where some restaurants are. So Ryan and I, we did like a whole hour video and it was amazing. And then even though it was a negative review, we did a really positive review. But when I got home, I needed some space on my cell phone. So I had deleted it, and now I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna mess around because what Ryan had said in the first video was pretty amazing. It was. Like,
Well, you had lots of questions too, and where I went,
Yeah.
and all how I got here, and how it all
Yeah.
started, and how it all began. You know?
but people
So-
are gonna understand in a second the reason why I thought your story was awesome, because your story started with Los Chiramicos. I'm not gonna say anything else because I don't want to spoil it. But you guys know Los Chiramicos are my stomping grounds, and I love it. So, Ryan, welcome.
Hello, where it all began.
Where it all began. Where?
Well, it all began is I'm sitting at my home.
Okay,
in
let's
Texas.
grab a wing each
Okay.
first.
Okay.
You're gonna try first the chili Thai,
All right. See what this is all about.
and I'm gonna try the...
Notice they didn't bring any ranch or anything.
No, nothing
You
at
know?
all, because we don't need it. And I'm gonna try for my first time lemon pepper. What do you think?
This has a little bit of a kick to it. As
Does
far as
it?
the spice. It's got a
Yeah?
spice kick to it, yeah.
Okay.
So for guys that like not something that's too hot,
Right?
the happy medium, this is
Right.
this is the Thai.
Yeah,
This
really.
will it's got some spices to it.
Really, and you know what? Oh, your papa. Hi, what's your name? Lee. I'm gonna give you a shout out. We're doing a wing crawl right now. Do you want to come say hi? Okay, Lee, hi. Lee has dreads, long dreads. Dreadlock, Rastaman, and La Casa. Okay, so this is pretty good. You know what? Whoa! Bien, gracias, amor. Hola, amiga. I'm good. How are you?
Not drop anything.
¿Dónde tu madre? Okay. Habla con ella. Hola para mí. Habla con ella. Hablas con ella. Hola para mí. Gracias, amor. So for those of you who don't speak Spanish, a little girl and her mom, they used to sell masks on the beach. Kathy and her daughter, Dominican, from Los Castillos. During the pandemic, I did a video with them. The little girl was just walking by and she's like, amiga. And I said to her, where's your mom? She says, over there. And I said, tell her I said hi. That's what that was all about. So, let's get back to your story.
Back to the beginning of in 2020, I decided I wanted to go to another country. Okay, I just didn't know which one, and then I realized, okay, I wanted to go to either Thailand or I wanted to go to the Philippines. Those are the two countries I wanted.
Philippines
that I
or
chose.
Thailand? Okay.
But with all the drama and issues, you're not getting in.
With the world
You're not
changing.
getting in. Because this is
Okay.
in around October of 2020, so you're not going to get in.
Okay.
So one of my Facebook friends I had never met before,
Right.
him and I were just chatting, and he said, well, if you tried the Dominican Republic, which I had researched prior, but never came.
Right. You researched it, what, a year prior?
2014.
2014.
14 was supposed to come in 15. It wasn't able to come. So next thing I know, December 2020, I land in Puerto Plata, and then I'm in your neighborhood.
Right. So so Ryan researched. He didn't ever get here. 2014, talks to a Facebook friend, and ends up in Los Charamicos.
Yeah.
That was pretty amazing,
I'm
dude.
gonna say 2 months, so I got 3 large suitcases, and they got me on the top 4th floor.
In Los Charamicos.
Right.
Wow.
So I get to the top floor, and the guy, the landlord, okay, yeah, see you later. I mean, once he saw me, he's out of there. Okay. Well, it's a weekend coming, and I didn't know the culture of what time they usually go partying, because in Mexico a lot of people start partying at midnight. Well, it's the same thing. Everyone started partying around midnight, and us Americans usually don't do that. We're usually asleep by midnight. Okay,
Right.
so it's just the opposite.
And the
okay?
partying was right.
So I'm like, oh, this is going to be a long weekend, because when you come here, you got to understand or learn the culture. It's going to be loud.
Yep.
The motorcycle is going to be loud.
Yep.
When the people are actually loud, they're not arguing. They're just loud.
They're enjoying life. That's
Okay.
right.
So then you can see people even on the beach that, like some of the Americans, they'll be miserable, and they got their Lamborghini outside.
Right.
And then you come down to the beach, people don't have nothing. They're happy as could be.
Right.
Okay.
Dominicans, exactly.
And that's why people come here, because they want to be happy.
Right.
Go to work and go home is no fun.
Right.
And that's you want to be able to do stuff.
Right.
And so anyways,
But you came to Los Charamicos
for 3 days.
for 3 days. Why were you here just for such a short time? Because when he first got here, the first place he landed in was Los Charamicos. Now, you guys know I love Los Charamicos. I love it. It's my place to be. But I do feel that if you don't have anyone to, like myself, to warm you into it, and if you don't know anyone, and if you don't speak the language, it's going to be a little bit of a culture shock. And you experienced culture shock. Am I correct?
Well, I was used to going to all these different places anyway. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to, not knowing the language, I could still figure it out. I've gone to places, Mexico. I've been to Mexico 30 times a year, maybe 20 times a year,
Wow.
over a 30-year period. So
Wow.
add it all up, 500 to 1,000 times without speaking the language.
Without speaking the language. Now, do you need to speak Spanish in
No,
Mexico?
because it's just like here, okay? You want a particular beer, you know. You want something to eat, they know.
Right.
And then La Cuenta. And it's
Okay.
amazing, you pull out George Washington's, people speak English really quick.
Benjamins. You got
You know,
the Benjamins.
they do.
Okay.
So I only stayed
So
at-
now we're going to trade.
Oh, okay, well I hadn't finished this one.
Okay.
So you grab one,
I'm
I'll
going
grab
to take
one.
that.
Yeah.
You grab one.
Okay.
Okay.
So to get back,
It's a wing review, so we have to eat and talk.
right. So I only stayed about 3 or 4 days, because at 5 o'clock in the morning, I have someone doing laundry up there on the deck of the apartment that I was at. And there's a bunch of dogs running around. I said, okay, I'm out of here.
Right.
Because, right? Plus, I didn't feel comfortable in that area myself first. I was the only white guy there.
The only white guy.
Yeah, I hadn't seen enough. So I was like, okay. I went and got another place, but I also booked a place in Santo Domingo.
Okay.
Okay, so I had 2 places. I was going to go from the North Coast all the way down to Santo Domingo.
And Santo Domingo is in the capital.
Yeah.
But I do want to pause for a second, because I just ate the chili Thai, the one that you said has a punch to it. And it has a nice spice to it. Usually I don't like spicy wings because they have too much of a fake tangy hotness to it. And I can make probably some of the best hot sauce in the whole world. And this actually does have a nice hot taste to it without that tanginess. You know the tangy?
And it's not dry.
No, it's not dry.
They know how long to cook.
They know how long to cook it. So I do want to say, I can do the wing technique. Here. Take it right off the bone.
Yeah.
All right.
So we haven't even
Brick
left.
City Flames, guys, for those of you who forgot. Right on the corner, across from Classicos. Beautiful so far. It's really great. Service is awesome too.
Yeah.
Alondra. Ask for Alondra. Go ahead.
Okay, so
I
I went over here.
What?
Yeah, I got the taxi guy. I kept his number. I'm like, hey, Boris, come get
Really?
me. Well, Boris comes. He goes, yeah, when I took you up there because the steps were real wide. When I got to the top, they're real small.
Now, Boris is not Dominican.
Spoke English.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And really super nice taxi guy. He spoke English and said, you know, I waited 30 minutes outside because, you know, I didn't think that you were going to stay there very long. He said, you stayed longer than I expected.
3
right?
days.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was there Thursday. I left Sunday morning. And then I went, took my stuff, went to a hotel.
But here's the question. What did you do during those 3 days? I'm not knowing anyone, not knowing any Spanish.
Well, I did know one person that I was introduced to, and he was a moto taxi. So I was like, okay, let's go. And you're going to go around, and I'll buy you the food. I'll pay you for your day. We'll have beers, right? But his motorcycle, his tires were totally bald. And I said, you can't be driving me around. Tomorrow I want brand new tires, so I bought him some brand new tires for
His
his
tires
motorcycle.
were always bald. But you are a person that likes motorcycles
Right.
anyway, so...
So he had to have them on there because it rained, we were going to fall down,
Oh.
right? And then next thing I know, I'm on. I don't know anybody. I don't know the hospital system or anything
That's
like that.
right, you
so
got to be careful. So what did you do about that?
I put brand new tires on the stuff, and I said, okay.
You bought him brand new tires?
Yeah, Francis. Maybe you ever see Francis. I
And
think
did-
my Spanish was better than his, and I don't speak it.
Really?
Yeah, we were having a
And
great
so what
time.
did he do when you bought him tires? Did he give you like the rest of the week
No,
free?
I still took care of him, and because he really didn't have anything,
Right.
You know. So now we had new tires, and then he get an opportunity like me when I was growing up. If you wanted something, you had to go mow a lawn.
Right.
You had to get a paper route.
Yes.
You had to do something to get something.
In my world, too.
And so I didn't have anything growing up. He didn't have anything, so I had some shirts and stuff, and we'd go down to the waterfront. And we would drink and stuff like that, and then he would drop me off. And then January 1st is when my place in Santo Domingo started. So I grabbed all my stuff.
He's like, forget Sosua.
Yeah.
I'm done with Los Amigos.
Yep. And I went down to a real nice place by Zona Colonial. Nice
Okay.
place. Payne Street, and George Washington Avenue there. I was like, hey, it's okay, I can hang out. But then the curfew hit.
The curfew.
Noon
hit.
curfew.
Oh, on the weekends. And
So-
that's when the curfew was 5 o'clock on the weekdays.
And 12 o'clock
So-
weekend.
12 o'clock week.
Yeah.
Oh, so what did you do then?
I went down and football was going on, so it was nice to be able to watch sports and stuff. Go down
Okay.
there, go get your food before noon, right? Which I
Right.
got lost, of course. You know, I'm panicking and don't know where I'm at.
Right. Oh,
I'm-
I remember a story that
Yeah.
you said about that. Tell that story.
Well, I got my backpack up and I had to go and get some food because you're not going to go to the next day, so you're not going to be able to go out. So I went and put my backpack and went one way, and me being dyslexic, think I'm going the right way when I'm not. And I don't have any Wi-Fi, okay? Because I used it all coming down on the bus. So,
Oh.
do you really need it? No. So finally, there was a dentist's office that was open. I asked for the Wi-Fi. She gave it to me, and I kept that guy's taxi number when he took me to my apartment. I was like, you need to come get me right now. And there's a Pizza Hut by the Zona Colonial. I wasn't more than 3 minutes away.
Right.
But I kept trying to get them to tell me where the George Washington Avenue was so I could walk straight down, and then I could find my way back easy.
Right.
Just couldn't. They
They didn't know.
It was a language barrier.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
Right.
Yeah, so he got me
And then it's
back.
curfew.
And curfew.
And if you're out past curfew, you are going to get in trouble. You're going to be
Yeah.
put in jail.
Jail
So-
or a few dollars.
Right, exactly.
So-
So you got home.
So I got back, and
Okay.
then a couple days, I walked around for a couple days, went to the malls that they had there, and checked it out, but it wasn't my thing. They didn't have the beaches.
The beaches. So is that what brought you back to Sosua?
Yeah. I wanted
Really?
to see everything on Route 5 on down. But so I stayed here and I walked around and I learned this area, right? The beach, Sosua
Right.
Beach, Alicia, right? But there's another beach and another beach. Well, I'm a beach person, so I came back. And when I came
And-
back, I found an apartment.
And so you were gone for only 3 days.
Yeah.
And then you came back to Sosua.
Yeah, I came back to Sosua. I found a little hotel. And I was looking for an apartment, so I stayed in that hotel for a few days, and I found an apartment. I said, okay, I moved everything to my apartment. So now I'm set. I have, your normal living now, because you got an apartment, not a hotel. Because so many people
Right.
come here, and they stay in their hotel, and they don't go nowhere.
Right.
And
That's true.
There was a guy that I met the other day. This just happened last weekend. I took him. He went and rented a scooter, right? And we went all the way to Rio San Juan, and we stopped at all the beaches.
Nice.
So he saw more in one day than he did in 10 years.
And this is a guy that lived in Sosua for a very long
Off
time.
and on for 10 years.
And you showed him.
Yeah, what happened was when I got back
Right.
in January of 2021, I bought a motorcycle because I was thinking, if I'm going to go to Puerto Plata, it's going to be $20 there, $20 back. If I'm going to go to Cabarete, it's the same
On
thing.
Motoconcho,
So
right?
I might as well just go ahead and buy a motorcycle. So I went out and bought a bike, and then I said, okay, I'm going to start going to Cabarete and start exploring. And once I got out to Cabarete, it was a nicer beach for me. It was
nicer beach.
longer.
Because the pictures that you send me, guys, Ryan sends me pictures like probably I would say 3 days for at least 4 times out of 1 week. If I get a WhatsApp message from Ryan, it is like hands down probably one of the most beautiful pictures that I've ever seen. And the landscape is just so gorgeous. The beaches that you go to, they're so beautiful. I think that you should really start doing it more on your Instagram and offering tours. Because there's a lot of guys that come here single and
They don't know.
They don't
They're
know.
like me.
And they just want to get on a moto. They like doing motorcycles.
Well, they have to rent a scooter, right? A lot of people don't want to get on a scooter.
but some
Okay.
guys will.
Yes, absolutely. And the thing about it is there are beaches that you don't know until you
Right.
get off the path and you just keep driving.
That's it.
And boom, you run, oh my God, look at this one,
And
look at
some
this one,
people
look at
are
this
afraid
one.
to go off the path.
Right. And you do it during the day. If you have another person with you, because there's one on the way to Cabarete, because you got your hideaway beach,
Right.
and then you got another beach past.
Encuentro.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
You go out there, they're surfing out there early in the
Beach,
morning.
Kite Beach.
And you got Europeans, so you got a different type of people. You got Europeans out there, beautiful European women surfing
Right.
out there.
You have Kite Beach, and then you have like Bobo Beach at one point, and then you have Cabarete Beach, but then even past Cabarete going towards Sabaneta.
But then when you just go past there a little ways, where I'm actually renting a place now, you run right into, you get off the path 2 miles out, you hang a left, and there it opens up. It's absolutely beautiful. Nothing's out there. You're underneath coconut trees. All you do is you buy yourself one of those 1,000 peso chairs,
Yeah.
little backpack cooler. No one's there. You're out there by yourself. You got your own music or
Right.
whatever because you got your internet. Right? That's if you like seclusion. There are a
Right.
lot of private people here that don't like to talk to people.
Yeah.
Or if you want action, you can come to Sosua.
Right. And those beaches that you go to, I think are pretty amazing for people who they do want to just sit down, suntanners, or even just people that want to sit underneath a tree. You can take your music box with you and just sit under a tree. You don't even need an umbrella. And like Ryan just said, you bring your cooler and you are so cool in the shade.
Look, that beach doesn't cost you anything.
Right.
And in the United States, Every beach is packed.
Right.
You got a lot of Canadians that are coming down,
Yeah.
and they're packing all those beaches.
Yeah.
Here, you can go to a beach, and no one's
Yeah.
there.
Okay.
And you can look straight out, and you look straight across, and you can see Gaspar Hernandez from that point. You can see it.
I love Gaspar Hernandez.
And then they got the Wilson's Bar.
Yeah.
It's right in the jungle. You go through.
Right in the jungle.
You drive 1 mile in,
Right.
and then you come to a little small like peninsula or lagoon,
Right.
and they come out and get you, and they take you across.
I did a video on Wilson's before, and it's an amazing place to go to. You just drive through, but of course you have to really be able to know how to navigate a motorcycle, which you know how because
You have
you've
to.
driven motorcycles all your life.
Because
Am I
the thing
correct?
is, yes, you need really, if you're not, you get into Cabarete, and what you want to do is get a four-wheeler. That road, there's some soft sand. If you don't know what you're doing, you'll fall. You won't fall real fast, but you'll fall because it goes right into the soft sand. Scooters have the small tires, so they.
Really soft.
So a
sand.
lot of people that go out there are actually in their vehicles. A lot of Canadians were there when I went there. And then me and my buddy left after going there, came out of Cabarete, went to Sabaneta. Okay? And then we went, there's a beach there. You turn left at the light, you go down. There's a beach way out there. I don't know the name of it.
In Sabaneta?
Yeah, you go, you know where, well, it's Vera, is it Vera Agua?
Veragua.
Vaga?
On
Okay.
the right-hand side?
Yeah, you go past the gas station,
Okay.
you come to the light, you hang a left, and you follow it all the way down. They got these trees that are like 200 feet wide. They're beautiful. They come out like that. They're just beautiful to
Wow.
see. You get there.
I'm
right?
gonna go on a view with you.
Yeah, and you get out there, and there's a lot of people that have been out there, and they're building up all the driftwood to have bonfires out there at night. Okay.
Wow.
And the thing is you can just look to the left, and there's Wilson's, but it took you forever to go all the way around to get there.
Oh.
So the guys will come in with their four-wheelers and hang left and be able to get to Wilson's along the beach. Motorcycles have to have an enduro. You can't have a scooter. It's too soft to sand.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
You know what? You need to be a tour guide for a lot of these people
Yeah.
that are coming here.
So then we left there, and we're heading out to. We're gonna go because I showed him because in Gaspar Hernandez there's a real beautiful opening as you're going toward Rio San Juan, and there's a beautiful mansion type, beautiful home there.
Wow.
Came to the opening.
On the right-hand side at the top?
Yes.
Oh, I love
And
that
you can
one.
see that from Cabarete.
Yes.
If you look,
You can.
if you know what
Do
to
you
look
know
for.
who owns that?
Some guy, like I heard it was like some guy that owned like the electrical
Oh,
company or something.
he owned.
or-
He's the creator of the motor. Well, he sells most of the motor conchos here. Not motor conchos. Most of the motorcycles here.
And they got all these places that you can stop, and there's only a few type beautiful homes that are still up and running.
I love that area.
Yeah.
I was going to move there before. Wait, we have to, look. We have to do a review.
These are fantastic.
Do what? When we did the last review,
He has to tell you how was the pepper.
right? How was the lemon pepper?
How was the lemon pepper?
When we did the last review,
This is lemon pepper.
no,
Yes.
no.
No?
You ate the lemon pepper.
Yeah, because it still has the kick. I can taste it. You
You
know.
ate the lemon pepper.
That's okay. How's the lemon pepper?
You ate it.
Yeah, but how was it? How was yours?
I'm eating it right now. I have.
I'll take your word for it.
I didn't even see you eat all those. I'm trying to catch up with you. Here.
This is lemon pepper? This one?
Yes, take the lemon pepper.
I'll keep these because I'll feed the dogs.
Okay.
Eat these. We'll get these out.
I tried one of his Thai and I loved it. It was hot and it was good. But you must have loved it because when we did the review at the other place, the Germany place, you kept stopping to say how it was just not your thing. And now this one, he's just like eating and grooving and he's like,
But
And
you're
his whole
doing
plate
these-
is gone. Now we're finished the wings. What was your favorite out of both?
I actually like the Thai because it had a little bite to it.
You
You know
like
you're
spicy.
having wings. You know you're eating
Okay.
wings. You see, and it tickles, burns a little bit here. See, like, hey, I had I had something good to eat there. Okay? Because a lot of people take Tabasco sauce and they put it on their pizza.
That's true. That's
do
true.
that.
We didn't need sauce.
I like ranch myself personally.
You like ranch, but we didn't really need. I
You
dipped
didn't
my.
need it, no.
This is the first time that I ever dipped my chicken wings in mayonnaise, because there was mayonnaise here. But if there was no mayonnaise, I probably would have just ate them regular. But I love mayonnaise. Like, I'm a mayonnaise eater. I'm a ketchup eater sometimes. But you just give me mayonnaise, and I'm gonna eat mayonnaise, right? So
Yeah,
it was there.
That's nothing but.
But
Ooh.
out of the two, as we ordered the spicy, the Thai, the what was it called? Thai chili or chili Thai, and also lemon pepper. Now, I never had lemon pepper before, but I've heard a lot about lemon pepper from a lot of you Americans, and I have to say, I like it. It does remind me of like a salty, peppery type of taste, but not as in peppery, spicy. It's really nice.
What would be
Okay, guys, so you like the chili because it gives you a bite. I like both.
Brick City Flames.
Bye, guys. Hey guys, thank you so much for joining the wing crawl number 5. If you're ever in the area and you want to go on a wing crawl with me, just give me a shout and we can make that happen. When you are in the area, Sosua, Puerto Plata, or Cabarete, make sure you check out my show, Living Good. It's a talk show about relocation and real estate, and also the news going on around the Dominican Republic and the world. Guys, I appreciate you so much. Please take a moment to subscribe and hit that like button. And one more thing, I have a great opportunity for you. If you have a business online, abroad, you can advertise on Living Good for many reasons. Let me tell you what those reasons are right now. Because, number 1, it is economical. Number 2, we advertise to a lot of people on an international platform, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and of course, local television. So even if you are abroad living somewhere else than the Dominican Republic, you can still advertise to my viewers, because a lot of my viewers are on vacation here or they're expats here and they live and come from all around the world. So boost your possibilities to make more money. Guys, I appreciate you. Once again, huge hugs, loads of love, big blesses. When you are visiting here, give me a shout. I can help you out with an apartment or airport pickup and drop off, tours, and so much more. Alrighty guys, huge hugs, and remember, treat yourself good today, because when you do, you'll be living good.